What an exciting way to start the morning. We're en route to African Dawn Wildlife Sanctuary in the Eastern Cape. Africa Dawn is a one-of-a-kind wildlife sanctuary that houses a massive variety of animals, from the most common to the critically endangered species. It boasts one of the most beautiful African landscapes with rare and unique free-roaming wild African animals, including and not limited to the world's tallest animal, the giraffe, the painted horse, the zebra, and some rare and unique antelope species can also be found. On the sanctuary side, there are some beautiful cat species like the majestic serval of the grasslands, the stunning and cunning desert lynx. It's also home to Africa's cutest personalities, the meerkats. Jimmy, the big and spiky African porcupine, calls Africa Dawn home. There's also the master of color, the chameleon. Steve, the giant 25-year-old Nile crocodile. And don't forget about Cleopatra, Africa's largest python, and many other snake personalities. You'll also find some of the most incredible and endangered birds like the famous crowned crane and the living fossil, the mouse bird. Join me and the team at Africa Dawn to get closer to wildlife than ever before.
What's in your mouth? More, he's starting to become very friendly. Hello, Auntie. Hello, Auntie.
First up, we visit Heidi the serval, a stunning and agile cat species endemic to Africa. With their bushy tails, stunning spots and long limbs, they are truly the supermodels of the cat world. We will be spending a lot of time with this incredible personality. Look at this beautiful cat. So who we joined here with today, Sonika?
This is Heidi. She's a serval, but as you can see, she's very tamed and she thinks she's just a big house cat. Loves attention.
Look at this beautiful cat. This is a famous grassland cat of Africa. The serval can jump incredibly high and they pounce on rats, mice, even smaller hares and rabbits. And you can see the very long limbs. A powerful animal. Look at these big ears so they can listen like little satellite dishes for the animals that move in the long grasses. Designed for grass. And look at those long limbs compared to the body. Going to check out the cameraman there. She is waiting for food. She is ready to get fed right now. So here at Africa Dawn, lunchtime is about 20 minutes away. So you can see all she wants right now is her. What is she going to feed on?
Chicken.
Chicken. That was on the menu today. Food did not come fast enough for Heidi, so she decided to go hunting for lizards instead. Just like your house cat, oh, there goes a lizard. Your lizard went here. It went there. You missed it, eh? Not there. It went here. Fortunately, the lizard got away. I did not realize that the lizard dropped its tail, and that's what she was eating. Next, we visit one of Africa's cutest and most mischievous little bandits, the meerkats. Look who we've got here, Africa's most famous animal, the meerkat. And we've got some parrots screaming in the background. So Sonika, what can you tell us about these little guys?
Okay, so we had two which came in as pets, and then we hand-reared two, and then we got another one in as pets. So we've got 5 at the moment, and like you can see, they are all some of them nippy, like you can see.
Oh, you got a proper bite there. The bite in slow-mo, just before we started the scene.
Yeah, this one.
The problem is people get them as pets, and obviously they're ferocious little predators in their own right. You can see she's quite a sweetheart, but this guy behind me, and we've got one digging the GoPro. They're full of characters, these meerkats. And what is that? That's quite a cool thing. You can see everything is curious for them. They love any movement, anything. And these guys live in big social groups together. This is quite a sweet little girl. She's just chilling. Look at her. She just wants love. Then you got the other characters that like to nibble and bite.
Yes.
And we got that Oh, that parrot really screaming there in the background. Blue murder. Yoo! He is loud. So what do you guys feed these meerkats here?
Okay, so they get a very basic diet. So we give them chicks, they love chicks, and egg, and sometimes we give them a little bit of cat pellets, which is very high in protein, and then some snacks during the course of the day. But yeah,
she's grooming me, look at that. So they love anything meaty. Yo!
Anything meaty.
We're becoming part of the den site here. You can see these guys are all over us. And we're going to be spending a lot of time with these meerkats, getting to know each one of the characters. Look at this little guy. He's also burrowing away, trying to see what's in my pocket. So they're very curious and they're very excited about anything new that comes into their habitat. And just real personalities.
And like digging.
Yes, look at that bite. That's a... Ooh! Jeepers. He didn't play. So you've got to be quite tough to work with animals. Just show that to the camera there. That's just a plain nip. So they've got very, very sharp little canines that they bite. So you got to be careful when working with them. Is this the girl that likes to cuddle?
Yeah.
I don't want the one that likes to bite.
No. I think the one that likes to bite is the one actually sitting on me.
Oh, look at that. Go say hello.
Hello.
See, also they know they're being filmed. You can see she's looking. This one is the movie star. Hey, who's the movie star? Come on, little belly one. Where's your little bellies? But like I said, you got to be careful with these meerkats because they can bite. And the problem is people get them as pets, and then they grow up, they become sexually mature, and they get the first bite like that, and they've had enough. Look at them checking out the GoPro. So I actually turned it on. And obviously that parrot's not very crazy about us doing the scene. Who is that screaming like that?
I think it's Hulk. Or it can be naughty. No, it's naughty because they're raking the enclosure.
Look at you. Are you borrowing? Are you a nippy one? You've got to get to know them. So some of these are obviously new.
Yeah.
So you don't know them that well.
So that one is the new baby. Underneath. These two are Bingo and Bluey, and this two is Max and Minky.
Okay.
So Max and Minky was pets.
Okay.
And then the other two was Hendred, and the other one was also a pet, but started to bite the owner.
You guys are so cute, eh? Oh, the one that bit you is probably the one that bit the owner.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
It's incredible to see how they can all get along like this, and they have formed these strong little social bonds. And just look at them, they're always looking, always observing, and always very curious, feeling out, tasting, sensing, very intriguing little animals. And we're going to follow them and see exactly what it takes to look after these precious little animals. And they're not going to be released again.
No,
so
they won't survive.
They won't survive. So they have their captivity, and now that you've got so many, obviously you're going to eventually expand them to a bigger enclosure as time goes on.
Yes. And the reason why they're all together is because it's 4 females and 1 male.
This one is what they call in Afrikaans die brandwag. He's the one that's on alert, checking out that there's no birds of prey. And he's... Who's this?
Run to go to your shirt. That's Minky.
Okay, so not the nippy one.
No, that's
I'm trying to
Minky.
avoid getting tetanus shots today. Hey, do you want to climb into my shirt? He said no. Ooh. How cute is this? Look at this little girl. Look, what is that? Whoa! Hey, isn't that cool? What's going on? Come, here you go. Look how cuddly they are, eh? It's incredible. Oh, that one's nipping your foot.
That's one that I say.
That one's, I want to try and memorize. It's the small, quite a small.
It's the small one, yeah. That's the one that bit the owner as well, or biting the owner. I've got something on my head.
Well, we're gonna. I think Sonica needs to go through. You see, she's real hardcore. She just dries the blood out on her pants.
It's fine.
You wanna go in? Come, you don't have to bite it. You can... Look at that. See the burrowing here, trying to go into my shirt. Hey, Joe. You guys are dirty. Dirty. Last time I saw you, you weren't as dirty. This time you guys are very
They
dirty.
just moved when you guys got here.
Yeah,
Just
so
moved in.
now they're all dusty and dirty. Look at
Yeah.
this girl. Isn't she just the sweetest? I think if you weren't so dirty, I might just steal you and take you home. Yeah? Look at that. Okay, we're gonna let you guys go enjoy your midday snack, and we're gonna follow these little meerkats. Look at this guy, he's just sitting as a little brandwa. He's checking out everything, very focused, very serious. Yeah? Hello, you guys are just so sweet. And you want to climb back in again. Hello, my girlie. Hello. Hello, my girlie. There you go. There's that second. Yeah? There we go. Now, oh, he's digging in my... Just like a monkey they groom, and the cameraman is also getting
sand in the buckets.
Let me get that on. Demon.
What's in your mouth?
You got your pen there. Even the cameraman is getting attacked, yeah?
Excuse me.
This is quite serious stuff.
Oh my god. Oh no.
They want your phone,
Guys,
then.
listen.
You see, no one is off guard. Oh, she's biting your phone.
Hey.
Is this the nippy one?
Yeah.
Hey, nippy.
That might be Bluey.
Oh my goodness me. Jeepers.
That was quite an experience, eh? Even my GoPro is all dirty. Okay, well, we've spent a good few minutes here with the meerkats. We've got a bite victim. We're dirty. The cameraman has been annihilated. I think it's about to come out. You can see working with meerkats is quite chaotic, but they're definitely special little characters.
Very special.
Thank you for showing us.
Pleasure.
And we are going to move on to the next animal character here at Africa Dawn. Thank you, Minky. Let's go down.
Yep.
Let's escape while we can. Next up, the armored dragon, the Nile crocodile. Another one of the prehistoric characters here at Africa Dawn is the Nile crocodile, Africa's largest growing crocodile. Now, I'm sitting here strategically at the entrance. Steve, who's actually a lady, I don't know who decided to call her Steve, but maybe after the great Steve Irwin, is actually waiting in front of the gate. And one of the keepers here told me that she actually strategically waited to maybe get out. So I don't want to get too closer. People underestimate how quick these Nile crocodiles are. It's a beautiful prehistoric animal. They've been around forever, and we're definitely going to form a bit of feeding with this Nile crocodile. And Steve is now busy catching some sun. You see, just sitting nicely basking. Once that body's nice and warmed up, they'll go for a nice swim in the water. So we're going to leave Steve here. We're not going to push our luck too much today until I get to know this character a bit more. People don't realize each one of these crocodiles have their own personalities and their own stories. And Steve here is already over 25 years old. And crocodiles can live easily up to 100 years of age. So still very young, but a big, powerful predator that can take down animals as big as zebras. So thank you, Steve. Thanks for keeping it open for us. And we're going to step away and give Steve some space. Next, we bring out one of the many snake characters at Africa Dawn. Look at what we've got here. One of Africa's most famous snakes. Now I wonder if any of you guys can tell me, if you could guess before I tell you what snake this is. Look at that shine on it. A lot of people mistake this snake for a black mamba or a cobra, but obviously the black mamba is actually not black. It's a grey color with a black inky inside of the mouth. And then the cobras can look quite similar. They've got the scales, especially the black phase and the Cape Cobra. But this is the non-venomous mole snake. One of the largest non-venomous snakes found in Africa. And look at the girth on this snake. Look how thick he is. Look how beautiful she is. And the mole snake is famous for being a thick-bodied snake with a small little head that they used to go burrow down into mole holes, and they go hunt down these dune moles that you find in the sandy areas. So wherever you see mole heaps, you'll find one of these beauties. And they're incredibly powerful snakes. Just so strong, and not a snake you want to get bit by. Now the mole snake has got sharp recurved teeth that it grabs onto moles inside the burrows, and it almost like you open a can, slices the mole open and they bleed. So if this guy bites you, you end up getting stitches. So if I had to get bit by this snake right now, I would bleed for days. There's a bit of an anticoagulant in the saliva, and with those sharp teeth they rip you open where you end up getting quite a few stitches. Just look how impressive the snake is. They can get to over 2 meters. I'm 185, so you can see this guy is about 1.6 meters, so it can still even get bigger. Now a mole snake like this can live very long, easily 25 years of age. So remember, snakes never stop growing, they just grow less and less as they get older. She's quite settled, one of the old residents here at Africa Dawn, but what a beauty. And these mole snakes come in many different colors. They can be freckled and speckled when they're younger, and then they change into either a brown color, a brick brown color, a light sandy brown, or the Western Cape versions like these, they get black because it gets cooler, so they need to warm up. So not here in the Eastern Cape, they're more of a brown color. So this is obviously not a mole snake from this region, definitely from the Western Cape. Just look at the beautiful scales on the snake. And the snake had spent most of its life underground. You don't see them very often. After heavy rains, you'll see them coming out of the mole holes. But a powerful, powerful constrictor snake. And the way you can also tell in the wild, the difference between a male and a female is the males fight. Males will leave these ringed scars all over the body, and because they grab onto each other and they battle and then they slice. They do the sideways motion with the head when they bite each other, so it's quite easy to identify the males from the females with the body scars all over the body. She's been quite a sweetheart. Mole snakes are famous for being very aggressive, and they're fast striking snakes, but just look at that. What a beautiful black snake. Jet black, one of my favorite snakes to find. And just the scales and the color on the snake's incredible. And definitely one of my things that we're going to have to do is feed the snake and get that on camera so you guys can see how they eat. Beautiful snake. Oh, she's quite aware. Sniffing with that tongue. Snake's tongue is forked because they smell in stereo. So the one side of the tongue can determine the distance of the prey. So look at him, he's trying to burrow. Okay, he's settled down quite. They can strike way faster than you realize. We're going to bring out the smaller one. There's a smaller one that's a little bit more agile. As they get bigger, they actually get easier to handle. So we're going to bring in the smaller one now so we can have a look at, I don't know if it's a male or female yet. We'll have a look and see if we can determine. Wow, what a beautiful snake. Can't wait to work with this mole snake a bit more. Next time we will bring out the other mole snake and see if we can bring out Africa's largest python species, the Southern African python named Cleopatra. And we will go visit Jimmy the porcupine and give him his favorite midday snack.
Mr. Pickles. There we go. Come, Jimmy. Here's it. No, don't take it into your bunker, bro. He's a bit shy, doesn't want. Oh, look how he turns. He's taking it in. Jimmy?
See you on the next episode.
I've been attacked by snakes, crocodiles, lizards of all shapes and sizes, but this cockatoo is the one taking me down today. You can see he's really nailing my boot. Hey, Ringo. Check it, he's trying to kill me. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Everyone's going, woo-hoo-hoo! Woo!